Hello and welcome to Football Rivals, College Series Game 7 of the Slate Conference Championships, with the Big Ten Conference Championship coming to Indianapolis, Indiana. The number 21 Nebraska is here to take on number 1 Ohio State, two defenses that have propelled their teams through a tumultuous season this year. The Big Ten has been pretty a wild tornado, a whirlwind, will in the West, especially with Nebraska in a five-way tie at one point with four other teams to see who would even make it to represent the West to play the East champion, the Ohio State Buckeyes. Ohio State, sitting at number 1 for 3 to 4 weeks now, is led by their quarterback Tommy Thomas, who is also in the Heisman race. Maverick McQueen will lead the Nebraska Cornhuskers out on offense, running the speed option offense that they run. After having missed 5 games, Nebraska has limped into the conference championship game, and as many have speculated, they are the predicted underdogs in this game. Ohio State looks like they will receive the ball. Yes, Ohio State has chosen to receive the ball, and we will get to see this stout Nebraska Cornhusker defense first. Ohio State is led by Tommy Thomas and McMahon at halfback. They run a spread option offense that's pretty fast-paced as well. Let's see what they do to start the game. 1st and 10, 8 minutes left. Here we go, the Big Ten Championship. Hand off to McMahon. A 5-yard spread. 5-yard stretch, I should say, down the left side. 2nd and 5. Nebraska's defense, like I said, is pretty stout. They've led them all season, especially in the 5 games when Maverick McQueen, their star quarterback, was out. He rolls out and dumps it off to the halfback. Travis Carter. Looks like he has a 4-yard reception, and it's going to be a very short 3rd and 1 as Tommy Thomas is 1 for 1, obviously, right off the bat. Nebraska runs a 3-3-5 defense. Looks like Ohio State's going to stack the left side. Strong eye. They fake it off. Ooh! It's an interception. Nebraska has intercepted. It looks like Kramer, number 37 for the Cornhuskers. Tommy Thomas makes a terrible read. Derek Kramer gets the interception and returns it down the field. 1 of 2 with 1 interception. That's got to hurt coming right off the bat, as Nebraska will now take the ball over. And as you can see on the return, Kramer getting pushed out by Tommy Thomas, who threw, at least he made up for that error. McQueen takes the field today for the first time on offense, and this will be the 6th week. He has missed 5 games. He's coming out in this read option offense, and he hands it off right up the gut, right off the bat. Huffman with a 13-yard rush. And Nebraska's coming out here to punch Ohio State in the mouth, and that is exactly what they've done on defense and offense. The first 3 to 4 plays of the game. Read option again. Oh, Cameron Smith. How do you do, sir? The receiver got the read option. McQueen should have kept it himself, but Lee Williams, the, I believe, 6'7" or 6'8" defensive end, who has been leading the Ohio State Buckeyes defense, just crushes him on the line. And it's 2nd and goal from the 11. Nebraska spreads him out left. Another read option, hands it off, and he's up to... he breaks a couple tackles. Oh, Ronald Barber is a 10-yard rush down to the 1-yard line. 3rd and goal, Nebraska. They're running the hurry up still. They don't huddle. They spread him out to the right. Is it going to be the same exact play, but to the opposite side? It is. He keeps it. Touchdown, Nebraska. Ronald Barber. That was pretty impressive. The Nebraska Cornhuskers just took the ball away from the Ohio State, the number 1 team in the nation. Took the ball away on a turnover. Returned the interception for a decent return. Takes the ball down. 3-4 option reads later. Nebraska is in the lead, 7-0. While we're doing this kickoff, if you could, guys, show your support and love for the league. Again, this is Football Rivals. Hit the like, subscribe button, make some comments. Here we are back in the action. Cornhuskers are going in. They've allowed 9 yards and obviously the 1 interception that they got early in the game. Ohio State's coming out 5 wide. They're still going to trust in Tommy Thomas to throw the ball. As he dumps it off, he breaks the tackle. He gets big hit. McMahon. This is John McMahon. The halfback now has a reception. And Tommy Thomas third. You know, Ohio State is showing that they are not afraid to come back out and just keep slinging it. Ohio State coming up in an offset I shotgun. Dumps it off to Johnny Wise on a curl route. That was a good read by Thomas. It looked like he had a guy down the sideline, but it would have been forcing the pass. It takes the deep curl and a 9 3/4 inch pass. About 3 wide. Read option. Thomas slinging it again to the out route, and he's got the first down to William Rootin' Tootins, as my colleague Skip Lloyd calls him. Rootin' Tootin' as the first down. And the coaches are proving they have no issue with Tommy Thomas after throwing that interception. They come out in a pro set shotgun. Real bad read. Horrible read by Thomas. He should have kept it himself as McMahon gets a 2-yard loss on the play. David Butler for the Cornhuskers meets him in the backfield. How do you do, sir? Boom. Have a seat. This is my line.
Go nowhere, 22. Go nowhere. I'm on. Here we go.
Buckeyes come out. Another dive. They give it to McMahon on a dive right up the gut, and he gets, he redeems himself, gets a 9-yard rush, 3 for 12, 4-yard average. And McMahon, you gotta think Ohio State has seen what Nebraska did on their first drive and said, okay, we will see what you did, we will call what you did, and raise you. As they come out, the receiver's in motion. The little wildcat play with McMahon, read option to the left, didn't work. Kramer, who got the interception earlier, meets him in the backfield for a tackle for loss. Ohio State has to punt. Come out in the punt formation. And that was a great defensive campaign by the Nebraska Cornhuskers. And Ohio State finds himself in a little bit of trouble early on in the game. Fair catch called for, and it's a touchback in the back of the end zone. Nebraska and McQueen looking good early in the game. Defense, like we said earlier, defense has allowed them to get into the conference championship game to start with. As they run another spread option, McQueen has the ball. He powers through one guy, pulls another guy down, forward with him for an 11-yard rush. Maverick McQueen is back, ladies and gentlemen. Maverick McQueen with his first keep for an 11-yard rush. Running this hurry-up offense again. Another read option. He gives it to the halfback for a 2-yard rush, 2nd and 8. Barber has 3 rushes, 13 yards. And the touchdown. Here they come in a pro set shotgun. Running this hurry up again. The read option. McQueen keeps it. He's got the guy to the wide, and he keeps it. Runs it up the gut off the right tackle for a 7-yard rush. It's 3rd and inches. Ohio State has, it's early in the game, but Ohio State's defense has to make a statement here and make a stop early on this 3rd and inch. As McQueen pitches it, he pitches it to the wide receiver, who takes a lick out to the outside on the sideline. Brian Rogers. The wide receiver McQueen read the option perfectly, pitched it out to him, and got a 5-yard rush on 3rd and inches, and it's first down. And here we go, hurry up offense, same exact play. It looks like McQueen keeps the ball, takes a huge hit for a 4-yard rush. 2nd and 6, 3 rushes, 22 yards, 7.3-yard average on the game so far. McQueen, another read option. He gives up the middle. Great play by Steve Huffman, stretching the Buckeyes defense out, handing it right up the gut. And this Buckeyes defense has no answer for the spread hurry-up dive. And it looks like the halfback is injured, laying on his back. The trainers were tending to him. We will see how that goes and as soon as we get an option. McQueen takes McQueen with the play action. Dumps it off to one of his receivers out for a 4-yard reception. Tyrone Long with the catch. We'll get you the update as soon as we get it ourselves on the interception. Nebraska spreading them out all the way to the left. Rolling out to the left. He's got it. He is a left-handed quarterback, and he dumps it off to Cameron Smith for only a 1-yard pass. 3rd and 4. Again, you got to think Ohio State has to take some risk here and blitz and get McQueen out of his comfort zone. Motion to the right with the tight end. You have the blockers there. They've got 2 receivers to the right. Some of these receivers are huffing and puffing running this hurry-up offense. They blitz. Ohio State blitzes. Oh! Myron Jackson with a 12-yard reception. McQueen puts it on a frozen rope to his wide receiver and is now 3 of 3, 17 yards, and 1st down and 10 by the Cornhuskers. Takes the shotgun, hurry up, hits the out route quick. David Johnson for a 3-yard reception. And Nebraska's offense was not exactly stellar this year as they come in and hurry up again. Tight end to the right, fullback or halfback behind him. McQueen taking the snap. Reed gives it to the dive, and this time Ohio State's ready as Adam Doyle. It's a 2-yard rush. Doyle in for the injured Huffman on the big 3rd down play earlier. McQueen getting the read before the ball. A little pre-snap read. Hits a guy on a curl again. Myron Jackson again with a 7-yard reception. And McQueen has said, I see you, Ohio State, and I am 5 for 5 for 27 yards. Nothing stellar. He's spreading the ball out, hitting receivers when he needs to for the 1st down. It looks like Huffman will be out for 2 quarters with an abdominal strain. We wish that young man the best as he comes back. McQueen with the hurry-up pass out to the Y. Ooh! Defense stacks him up on the goal line. That was a very quick swing pass out to Jonathan Lowe for a 6-yard reception. And Nebraska is on the 1-yard line. It looks like they give it dive. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Ronald Barber with his 2nd touchdown of the game. This Nebraska offense has came in here. They have punched Ohio State in the mouth twice, went down the field and scored on them, and are now up 14-0 on the #1 team in the country. Ohio State has no answer for Nebraska's offense right now. And quite literally, I am shocked. Nebraska has came to play today, gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Ohio State takes the touchback, the kneel down in the end zone. And this stellar Nebraska defense has come out. They've only allowed 43 total yards by this Ohio State offense that is pretty dominant. And on the flip side, Ohio State has allowed 100 yards, and Ohio State's defense has been in the top 5, specifically for rushing defense. And Ohio State comes out and runs the very exact same swing pass to TJ London for a 4-yard reception. But Ohio State's defense has allowed under 1,000 yards rushing all year. I believe they are 3rd or 4th in the country in rushing defense. Top 10 total defenses complete. Ohio State comes out. They spread the field wide. This looks like a Thomas 2-step, 3-step drop. Hits Jenkins, AJ Jenkins, over the middle of the field for a 9-yard reception and a 1st down by Ohio State. And Thomas is not having a bad game. He's 6 of 7. The only incomplete pass has been the interception. Takes the snap out of the shotgun formation. Hurry up pass. The blitz got to him, but he did dump it off. Looks like an 8-yard reception to Antoine Jackson. Nebraska's defense is taking some chances here, blitzing off the edges, trying to get Thomas, a true freshman, off of his game. Ohio State comes out in a shotgun. Another quick pass, a little zone reader right there. Looked like a short curl that Teuton's just kind of curled into the middle of the field. It was like a curl slant. And Ohio State is now marching, which they haven't had any trouble marching down the field today. It's just been punching it in or getting it past that 2nd or 3rd 1st down. Hand it off to McMahon off the left side. Reed stiff arms, and a big old pile up there on the left side. And that is the end of the 1st quarter. Again, I am shocked. Nebraska is up 14-0 over Ohio State. And Ohio State has no answer defensively right now. Start the 2nd quarter. Ohio State comes out. Kind of a bunch formation. Motion the fullback to the right. Kind of a counter dive to the left, and McMahon gets 6-yard rush. Six rushes for 21 yards. And you got to think Ohio State needs to have a slow drive. They need to slow down the pace of this game. Nebraska runs that hurry-up option offense. And Ohio State, the Buckeyes cannot afford for their defense to get tired as Thomas hits another curl route to Tutens for a 9-yard reception and a first down by the Buckeyes. Thomas, 9 of 10 for 68 yards. And the Buckeyes are now driving down the field. Spreading the field wide, 3 wide right. Read option, quick RTO, dumps it off over the middle to Tutens for a 6-yard reception. And that's Tutens again. He don't give a dang rootin' tootin' care what you're doing. He's going to get open over the middle. Tutens is a zone buster. It's like the same formation, same as that formation as before. Ohio State. Thomas reads it, and he keeps it over the middle. First down dive by Tommy Thomas on the read option, 5-yard rush. That's his first carry of the game. And it is a first down by the Buckeyes. The Buckeyes finally showing some life here, driving down the field. Same formation again. Thomas takes a quick 2-3 step drop, and he hits it. He breaks the tackle. Tutens is down after a 13-yard reception down to around the 4-yard line as he gets his 5th reception of the game for 38 yards total so far. Ohio State comes out spread, 2 wide left, 2 wide right. And this is just a straight up keep option, and Thomas is going to get tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a 1-yard loss. Billy Adams, it's not Billy Madison, Billy Adams meets him in the backfield for the 1-yard loss, denying him any kind of, he should have pitched it right there. He had McMahon wide open on the right for the pitch, possibly a touchdown. And as we said, you know, the Buckeyes need to milk some clock. This is the 11th play of the drive. Straight up blitz by Nebraska. Horrible read by Thomas for a negative 3-yard loss. And Sean ring the bell. Let's watch the replay. Bell just comes in and looks like a little corner blitz. He rang Thomas's bell. 3-yard loss. Now it's 3rd and goal. They were on the 4-yard line. It's 3rd and goal from the 10. Thomas takes a quick pump fake. Looks like he was gonna try. Oh! He was being sacked and got rid of it at the last minute off to the right side. That was a great defensive stand by Nebraska, forcing the field goal. Let's see if they can make the field goal and get some points on the board. Make this drive at least worth something. And it's up and it's good. Ohio State gets on the board 14-3. I am flabbergasted as Ohio State kicks it off here to Nebraska. So let's see what Nebraska can do. Let's see if they can go down and make it more than a 2-score game here. It's actually a 3-score game as is. As Ohio State's down by 11, so it's a 2-point score. 2-score game. Nebraska has me all tongue-tied as he gives the read option up the middle. 9-yard gain. Barber now has 5 rushes for 23 yards, just a 4.6 average as they just keep grinding on this Ohio State defense. If Ohio State would like to make it to the national championship, they need to wake up. As Maverick McQueen has that's his first incomplete pass, top of the 2nd quarter. He's running they're calling a lot of the rollout to the rights, and he's having to spin around to throw the ball. He's a lefty. He's a southpaw quarterback. They need to roll him to his left. As he runs to the right on the read option, he keeps it. Oh, Maverick McQueen with really his first mistake of the game. Kept the read option to the right. And for the first time, Ohio State has stopped Nebraska's offense as it's 4th and inches and the punt team comes out. Ohio State's defense, you got to figure that's what they've got to do. They've got to spread this out and force McQueen to try to beat them on the ground. As the punt return, he breaks free. He juked past, Tutens juked past 2 offensive guys. And you got to think anyone looking at the first pro draft that will be coming up, Tootens has got to be a return guy, as this is the second or third time we've seen him as a return guy, breaking multiple tackles and putting on jukes and getting in the field, open field, to see what he can do. As McMahon takes the 2-yard rush to the right side. Now, if Ohio State can take the ball down here and score, we can have a game again, folks. We can have a game again. Coming out too tight. Play action, smacked. He is just crushed in the backfield. Never had a chance. 8-yard loss. Steven Adams. How do you do, Mr. Thomas? I would like to take you off the Heisman ballot. Just straight up. As he sets a new school record. Congratulations, young man. Sets a new school record for sacks at 16. The old previous record of 15. Congratulations. And against the #1 team in the nation, no doubt. Ohio State coming out in the shotgun. Thomas with a quick 3-step drop. He's rolling. He dumps it off to his halfback. Breaks the tackle. And McMahon is, he fought for his 3 yards, but not very impressive. Had to take the check down. And Ohio State will punt it at 4th and 13. Not what they needed to do after finally making a stand on defense against the Cornhusker offense. Booming punt away, fair catch called for, and it looks like it's going to be out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And again, this offense is impressive. On both teams, actually, both sides of the ball, they're actually tied, pretty even, 110 and 106 respectively for total offensive yards. As Nebraska comes out, let me catch a breath to call this offensive series here with this hurry-up option offense. McQueen with the read. Oh, Ohio State finally gets to McQueen for a sack for 8-yard loss. Calvin Martin looked like a defensive tackle just straight up. Someone just missed. Yep, someone just, number 86 there, the tight end, just missed a block completely. McQueen looks up and says, oh crap, there's a guy. I'm going down. And Ohio State has finally made a big play on defense. 2nd and 18. Nebraska comes out, 2 wide left, 2 wide right. Read option, McQueen keeps it. And he stiff arms number 57. McQueen says, get the heck out of my way. I've been sitting in the bedroom for 5 weeks. I have a lot of pent-up energy. Eat my forearm on the way to a game. 3rd down and 12. Hands it off for a dive. Looks like Nebraska's going to play it conservatively, and it'll be 4th and 12. As finally both defenses, especially the Ohio State defense, have finally settled in and are reading each other's plays as they should be. Cornhuskers with a boomer of a punt, and Tootens runs right up the gut, breaks another tackle on a 16-yard return. I am very interested to see what his return yards are at the end of the game. As Ohio State takes over on the Nebraska side of the ball. This is the first time today they've taken over on the enemy side of the ball as the tight end goes out. And Thomas reads. He keeps. Fumble! Tommy Thomas has fumbled the ball on a read option. He kept it. He ran up to the left side off the tackle. Read the blocks perfectly. Field was there, and just very unfortunate. As you can see, Kramer has my vote for player of the game so far. He's got an interception, a couple big tackles, and he may have been down. Thomas may have been down on that replay right there. Let's see if there's any kind of review or any kind of challenge at all by Ohio State. No, they're content as Nebraska comes out with the ball. Take the ball right away. It's like they never lost it. McQueen with the short drop, and he's off. He takes off. McQueen's running, and he gets smacked pretty hard there. 6-yard rush. His 7th of the game for 27 yards on the ground. Nebraska coming out, shotgun, 2 wide left. Keeps it again. He's got the blocks downfield. He's got the blocks. He's running down the field. 29-yard rush. Maverick McQueen, have yourself a game, young man. Welcome back to the league. I know, talking to him in the press conferences and everything as he hits the screen, that's not really going anywhere. McQueen has been sick to his stomach watching his team and not being able to help them in this little 5-game stretch. As they come wide, 2 wide left, 2 wide right. McQueen takes a quick drop back. He's reading these options pretty well. Oh, and McQueen makes his first passing interception mistake of the game right in front of Herbie. And that's going to hurt as Ohio State finally wakes up on defense and stops McQueen. Stole it from him on around the 6-yard line. Ohio State's back in it, guys. At the 5-yard line, Ohio State has the ball. But again, this is one of those spots where it's pretty tricky for your offensive play caller. Thomas from his own end zone takes a shot out, and he threw an interception to Shane Douglas, and Shane Douglas dropped the ball. That was a pick 6 to the house, 3 scores up, and he dropped the ball. But I guess that's why he plays defense. Thomas takes the shotgun snap in the end zone, takes a short out route, safe out route to William Tootens for a 2-yard reception. And we've got 3rd and 8. 1:24 left in the first half. You got to think Ohio State's got to start coming out. If they get the first down here, they need to start coming out with a sense of urgency, with a sense of horrible play call. Read option, hands it to McMahon, 5-yard loss. Nebraska calls a timeout. Now you're punting from your own end zone, the back of your own end zone. And Nebraska's going to get this ball with good field position with plenty of time left to score. Punt to their own 40, and he's off. He veers off away from the pressure and gets a nice 19-yard return. Caught the ball at his own 40 and runs to the opponent's 40. And this offense you see here, 110 yards rushing, 33 yards passing with an interception. You got to think Nebraska just needs to come out here and keep attacking this Ohio State defensive line, which appears to be the weakness. McQueen takes the snap, kind of like a pistol formation, and hits a guy on an out route. That was a dot. That was the way to come back after throwing an interception and show confidence in yourself, to yourself, for your team. 1st and 10, 1:09 left. Great sideline pass. McQueen takes the shotgun. The corner blitz. He has a man wide open down the field. Ohio State tackles him. Tyrone Smith wide open and flag route down the field. 19-yard reception. And McQueen, we take back everything we said about you on the last drive. As he read option, he's got it. He pitches it. Ronald Barber, Ohio State's defense stood strong there. 3-yard loss. Doug Haas, who is front runner for multiple defensive player awards, with the great stop. McQueen, touchdown! McQueen hit Cameron Smith in the back of the end zone as he was getting hit. What a way to play. What a way to read. What a way to stay in the pocket. Make the pass knowing you're going to get hit. Give us a replay here, guys. Here we go. McQueen is about to get hit. He's getting hit as he releases the ball. Cameron Smith in the back of the end zone. 20-3, Nebraska. As they come out to kick the extra point to make it 21-3 in an 18-point game. Nebraska, number 21 in the nation. 5-way tie in the Big Ten West. And they are leading the number 1 team. Undefeated 12-0 Buckeyes. 21-3. As the kickoff sails into the back of the end zone, the Buckeyes will have 46 seconds, all 3 timeouts left. They get the ball at the 25-yard line. Do they play it safe, or do they try to get down the field and get some points? Dumping it off to a screen route is not getting some points, but 2-yard reception. The clock's ticking, fellas. You got to go. You got to hurry up. It looks like they're in no hurry to get down the field as there are 30 seconds left on the clock. 30 seconds left on the play clock. Come out 2 wide left, 2 wide right. And it looks like they're going to let the clock wind down. While this clock winding down, go hit the subscribe button. Go hit the like button. Make some comments. The Football Rivals League is a very community-driven league. We will comment. We will post as Thomas takes the snap and hits a screen route to McMahon to end the first half. 1 yard reception. Disappointing drive to end the first half as, again, Nebraska is up 21-3 here in Indianapolis. Let's take a break for halftime, guys. All right, as you can see from the highlights that were shown, defenses have actually stepped up today. And the turnovers are even. The time of possession is pretty even. Everything's pretty even except for that rush yards. Nebraska has 107 rush yards. Ohio State only with 16. And only 95 yards passing. Ohio State has to step up. They have to start taking some shots down the field. They need to spread the field like Nebraska's doing. Get some good run game going and take some shots again and just catch this Nebraska defense off guard, or they're going to be, not playing in the national championship. Take a moment here to also let you guys know that the second year season will be starting at the end of the first season. We're currently at 22 recruits submitted by you, the viewers and the players and people that support this league. Love to continue to get this league to blow up and move on forward as we go. Make a comment, we will get in touch with you. As McQueen and the Cornhuskers take over, 1st and 10. McQueen, quick 3-step, and he runs out to the left, to his left, as McQueen is sacked again for a negative 6-yard loss. Aaron Jackson with his second tackle of the game and a sack on McQueen. That was a bad read by McQueen. It looked like he had a guy running the mid-post downfield. He just didn't take the time. That's a young player not making the most of his reads, not taking the time to make his reads. 3 wide right. McQueen hands it off. Oh, Ronald Barber with a 2-yard. Nice to meet you in the backfield. Marcus Clark smacked him in the teeth in the backfield. McQueen almost got taken out by the tackle. That was a monster of a play by the Buckeyes defense. As it's 3rd and 18 now, you would assume Maverick McQueen and the Nebraska Cornhuskers would take a shot. McQueen takes a shot downfield. He's got a man open. Oh, my Lord. McQueen had a man open, hit him in stride. The Buckeye safety decleated everyone involved in that play, and the ball hits the turf. 4th and 18. Nebraska punts the ball. Takes it from the 40-yard line, and he still broke 3 tackles on a 9-yard return. Tutens is very impressive as a return man. Again, if you are interested in becoming an owner of an organization in the Pro League, you might want to start recruiting and start scouting Tutens. As Tommy Thomas takes the snap, pitches it wide, and these wide option sweeps, wide option reads to the sidelines are not going to work against Brandon Sharp and this Nebraska defense. 2-yard loss, 2nd and 12 for the Buckeyes. Nebraska comes out in a true 3-3-5 here. They think Ohio State's going to throw it. And Thomas, the same exact play, but to the opposite side of the field, as Thomas gets hit for a 1-yard loss. And it will be 3rd and 13, Buckeyes ball. In a game where in a position in the game where they really need to start getting fired up and start taking some chances downfield. 2 wide left, 2 wide right, shotgun formation. Thomas takes the quick drop back. Has time. He's taking another curl route. And Jenkins somehow We need to see the replay. Jenkins somehow miraculously catches that pass on the sideline. Here with the replay. I don't know how the heck it got in there. It's like 28 for the Cornhuskers, just whiffed, had an interception, but goes right through his hands. And first down, Buckeyes. Buckeyes come out in that tight two fullback blocking formation, pitches it wide again. He's got the stretch, but no, he can't break free of the second and third tackle as McMahon only gets a 1-yard rush. 10 rushes, 17 yards, 1.7 average as Kramer racks up his 7th tackle. Thomas with the play action. He has a man open over the middle and he hits him. The Buckeyes, Johnny Wise with a 30-yard reception right in the middle of the field. Dagger to the heart. The Buckeyes say, we're not done yet. Thomas hits a guy, beautiful in stride, over top of the defense, makes the great read. A very wise decision hitting Anthony Wise right over the middle. First and goal, the Buckeyes have it on the 4-yard line, and we may have a ball game finally, as they call that same option play to the left for a 4-yard loss. Jose Lawrence with his first tackle of the game, and it's a big one. Second and goal, Buckeyes. Someone please call the offensive coordinator for the Buckeyes and tell them to quit calling that play to the left and to the right. As they come out in that same formation, hands it off, he's got blockers, and he gets hit at the line. 2-yard rush. They get right back to where they started from. As McMahon gets up slowly, third and goal from the 6. Now the Buckeyes come out with a spread. They have a guy wide open to the left. And they run a draw play. Third and goal from the 6. They had a guy with no one on him on the left side, and they run a draw play for a loss of 2. Fourth and goal from the 8. The Buckeyes are going to take a field goal. Another disappointing offensive stretch here by Ohio State. Ohio State, do you realize that you are in a football game and you need to win the game? What is going on? Ohio State, 21-6, Nebraska leading. Number 21 team in the nation has 21 points against the number 1 team in the nation at 6 points. Nebraska comes out. Quick read again. McQueen out on an out route, and McQueen and this Cornhusker offense are just driving and grinding down the field. 3 receptions to Myron Jackson. 11 of 14 from McQueen. And he has been the story of the game as he takes play action, hits another out route to his halfback, I believe. Tyrone, no, is his receiver. Tyrone Long, 10-yard reception. Second of the game for 14 yards. Nebraska running this hurry up. As you can see, Ohio State's defensive line, some of them already have their heads down, taking deep breaths. They're huffing and puffing. As McQueen and Nebraska run an option, and that's how you run the option play, gentlemen. 9-yard rush, 2nd and 1, 10 rushes for 59 yards by McQueen. McQueen and Kramer for Nebraska have to be the 2 players of the game so far. As McQueen reads, he's got it wide open over the middle, and he runs again for a 9-yard rush again. McQueen and this offense are just clicking. And if they continue to do this and just eat this clock and continue to score points, they are going to win this game and represent the Big Ten. McQueen hands it off to the middle on the read that time for a 1-yard run. Nebraska running the hurry up, but taking their time getting set. Halfback motions back, and McQueen keeps it, pitches it to the left, pitches it wide. His running back, Ronald Barber, breaks 1 or 2 tackles. Nothing special, 2-yard gain, 10 rushes, 21 yards, and Randall with his 6th tackle by the Buckeyes. You've got to think that Nebraska knows if they score here, this game is probably over, as they run a draw for a 4-yard loss. Huffman is back. Huffman, who was injured early in the first quarter, just was the recipient of a Lee Williams. Again, that's a big man. That's a big player right there. 6'7", defensive end, hitting you with everything he's got on a draw play. Watch out, Nebraska, or else you're going to get Huffman injured again. As the Cornhuskers punted out the back of the end zone. You'll see not much difference as far as amount of plays, total yards. Nebraska has about 50 yards more on offense. But it's just the lack and the failure of Ohio State's as they come out in that 2 blocking formation, running a sweep to the left. McMahon has blockers this time. McMahon down the sideline. McMahon on a 28-yard rush off the left side. Sweep. 3 blockers in front of him right there. Pancake number 70. What a play. That may be the spark that Ohio State needs to get back in the game here, as the crowd is finally waking up for Ohio State. 1st and 10. Same formation to the right this time. Hands it off right at the gut. Fighting a host of Cornhuskers, a field of Cornhuskers at the line of scrimmage for a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8. Ohio State's got to take a shot here. Got to think it's this defense as they hand it off to the left side, a little counter, shotgun counter. Great run again by McMahon, a 10-yard rush. And Ohio State has found some life in this rush game. Might be a little too late as they come out too tight, too wide. Tight end in motion to the right. Nebraska's got 4 guys on the line as McMahon will be just crushed. That was actually Antoine Jackson, the backup halfback. And that's been Ohio State's problem all year, is they do not have a great halfback. So anyone listening that would like to, as a recruit, go to a team that needs a halfback with a good quarterback, Ohio State should be at the top of your list. They need a halfback as they read the option, and Tommy Thomas breaks the tackle. He's off to the side to the left, a 5-yard rush on the keeper that time. Tommy Thomas, again, the Ohio State Buckeyes, they need a better run game this year or next year, and they would be a great school for a recruit to go to at halfback. Thomas, 2 halfbacks blocking for him, takes a shot downfield, and the Buckeyes are driving now. As who else? William Tootin's down the field. Thomas hits 150 yards passing very late in the game as there's 28 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Thomas, another draw to the left, and just McMahon swallowed up in the backfield for a 1-yard loss. I don't understand these play calls as Brandon Sharp gets his 6th tackle of the game. Breaks the first tackle, then Sharp comes in and cleans it up. You got to think this is more than likely the end of the 3rd quarter. They come up to the line, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second, and that's the end of the 3rd quarter. Nebraska's still leading 21-6. At least Ohio State held them to 0 points in the 3rd quarter. But Ohio State, there was that great defensive play. McQueen hit that guy in stride and just got crunched over the middle. But Ohio State's showing some spark of life here. They're down by 15 points, 3 scores. They've got to get to work. Their defense has to step up as they run an option again to the right, and Thomas makes he fumbles it. Thomas fumbled it, but his running back picks it up. Antoine Jackson's there to luckily save the day for the Buckeyes. That could have been a very messy play as they run that same option play to the right. Come out to the line, 3rd and 10, 3 wide left. Thomas, quick drop. Takes forever, and he throws an interception. No! As Tommy Thomas and the Buckeyes, with their 3rd turnover of the game, throw an interception over the middle to Matt Miller. 18 of 22, 153 yards, 0 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. as Miller, playing safety there, just baited him. You can see the Nebraska sideline. This game, they know this game can be over now for sure if McQueen and this Nebraska offense can go down the field and score. McQueen hits the deep out route on 1st and 10 for a 14-yard reception. First down. (21-6). 7 minutes left in the first quarter. McQueen takes the quick drop, reads it, hits the little swing route out to the right side. 2-yard reception, but more importantly, for Ohio State, the clock has stopped as McQueen passes 100 yards rushing. Again, not a great statistical game for McQueen in the air, but he has driven his team down the field when needed as they run another option to the right side. Stiff arms a guy, breaks a tackle, down the sideline. McQueen, hello, sir, as McQueen on a 48-yard keep option down the right sideline, 116 yards rushing. Again, McQueen, welcome back, sir. No time to celebrate. Hits an out route to the right. -2-yard reception. Again, the passing yards aren't there, but a hell of a game by Maverick McQueen coming back after a 5-year injury. Sorry, 5-week injury. And the Cornhuskers are threatening to score the go-ahead winning touchdown to end this game. Nebraska coming out in a deep shotgun, 2 halfbacks to the left. Another halfback in motion, a read option. He gives it to the left side. Looks like it's David Johnson for a 2-yard rush. 3rd and goal. The only victory that could come out of this for Ohio State is if they do hold them to a field goal. But points are points at this point. As McQueen hits... Oh! David Johnson. I did not even have time to make this read. David Johnson, the right side, as you see on the replay, just breaks through his release off the snap. Streak down the right side. McQueen hits him fast. Touchdown, Nebraska. 27-6 as they're now up 21 points. And that may well have been the end of the game as the kicker puts up the extra point. 28-6. Nebraska. Jesus. Nebraska is leading Ohio State 28-6. As you see the stats here, lockdown defense. Both teams have done great. 2 sacks, 2 interceptions, fumbles forced. Both defenses have been playing great, but Ohio State's offense has not. Where Nebraska's offense has driven down the field and gotten points when needed. Ohio State drops back, dumps off to the running back on a screen route. He had blockers, but this Nebraska defense, man, they are on top of it. 6-yard gain. 5:50 left in the fourth quarter. 5:50 left in the game. 4-year season to play in the national championship, and they're calling screen routes and draws as Ohio State runs a draw route for almost the first down. I almost called it the first down, but a 4-yard rush. It will be 3rd and inches. By the time the ball snapped, there will be around 5:15, 5:20 left in the game. And Ohio State is not having a sense of urgency at all. Thomas takes the snap, throws it to the right sideline, and another interception dropped by Nebraska. Nebraska could have had turnover off of points, 14 additional points. As look at this play. Nebraska's got 6 on the defensive line. Thomas pitches it. He's got the first down. They run the option to the left side, and John McMahon gets the pitch. 6-yard rush, first down, 17 rushes, 68 yards. As Ohio State stays alive, but at this point, is it even worth it? As they need 22 points to get back in this game. Thomas, quick drop. Oh, he was winding up to take a shot downfield. He was winding up to try to get back in this game, and Steven Adams says, "No, sir. Sit down." His 2nd sack of the game. Hits him in motion of throwing the ball. Great. Didn't catch the number or the name of the second Nebraska player, but they made a Tommy Thomas sandwich. The Buckeyes are lucky his arm did not break in half on that play, as they run another draw on 2nd and 16 to Antoine Jackson for a 6-yard gain. 3rd and 12. Buckeyes come out 3 wide left, 2 wide right, 5 wide, empty set. Thomas with a quick 2-step drop, hits a guy over the middle, and he's got the first down. TJ London with an 18-yard reception on a long 3rd down. But the Buckeyes have got to get on the ball and start moving. Little stutter step out route, hit him with room to run. 18-yard gain, 1st down and 10 Buckeyes, but they need to start running a hurry up. They're taking too long in between snaps. Another 5 wide. Thomas 2-step drop. It's a curl route across the middle, 5-yard reception, but they need to go. You've got to go, guys. Get on the ball and call a play. They're continuing to huddle up. 3 minutes and 46 seconds left in the game. 3 wide right. Another quick drop. Throws it away. Had no one open. Nebraska running this I think this 3-3-5 defense has just completely befuddled Tommy Thomas, the true freshman quarterback for the Buckeyes. I know what he's working on in the offseason. Wide receiver in motion to the right side. Thomas takes the snap, and another draw play is called by the Buckeyes for another 1-yard loss. 4th and 6. Clock is ticking. 3:33 left in the game. As you see the replay, just runs right into the tackle at the line of scrimmage. Let's see what the Buckeyes dial up. They've gotten all their thirds and 4th downs this drive when they needed them. He hits a guy on the right sideline. He's got the first down. Who else? Johnny Wise, 17-yard reception. At least in this game, just running a little corner route there. Thomas got rid of it just in time as he was getting hit. Wise steps out of bounds. Clock's ticking. 3 minutes. Buckeyes need to score here, and then they need to do an onside kick and score again. Thomas hits a guy over the middle. Tootin's 6-yard reception. Quick read, quick play. That's good. You're down in the red zone. Little 6-yard pass as Thomas passes 200 yards passing on the game. But the Buckeyes are not in a sense of urgency as they huddle up again. 2 wide left, 2 wide right, halfback in the backfield with Thomas. Takes the snap. He's reading. Takes the shot downfield, and another interception. This time by Matt Miller, dropped in the end zone. The Buckeyes are very lucky today. They keep taking shots and keep getting interceptions dropped. It's an out route. Joe Thomas, 3-yard reception. 4th and 1. The Buckeyes are making a living off of living off the edge here, living on the edge here on 4th and shorts this entire drive. Sorry, I am completely... That play call, 4th and 1. The Buckeyes ran a read option to the right, or not even a read option, just a speed option to the right. Nebraska had guys in place, 4th and 1, and that's the play call you dial up. As the Nebraska Cornhuskers take over at 2 minutes and 20 seconds, they will probably just milk this clock to end this game. That should be the end of this game, guys. A minute 45, 2nd and 4. Now the Cornhuskers are slowing down their offense. McQueen comes out. Read option. He keeps the ball. About another 10 yards for Maverick McQueen. Tack him up on the board. 13 rushes, 126. Maverick McQueen is back. If he's not on your list of guys to scout next season, I don't know what you're doing. Another read option. He gives it to his halfback over the middle this time, off the left side. The left guard, 12 rushes for 34. In between the guard and the tackle. Great read by Marcus Clark made the tackle. Great read by Barber. And we're under a minute. This game's over, ladies and gentlemen. The Nebraska Cornhuskers have came into town, did what they needed to do, and said, thank you, we will represent the Big Ten in the Rose Bowl this year, as they dive forward for the first down and more. 7-yard rush by Barber, as this Ohio State defense is just depleted, deflated, don't know what to do. And who knows which bowl game they will play in, as that is the end of the game. The Nebraska Cornhuskers have upset and defeated the Ohio State Buckeyes, the #1 team in the country. It has been an honor. It has been a shock. It has been a privilege to call this game with you guys. As you see the play of the game, the corner touchdown. That pretty much sealed the victory. Tommy Thomas on the bench. Again, just deflated, doesn't know what to do. As Nebraska limped into the conference championship and has walked away with the Big Ten trophy. Can't wait to see what Maverick McQueen does in the offseason. Can't wait to see what Maverick McQueen does next year. As you saw, the player of the game is Derek Kramer. This has been Football Rivals. This has been your commissioner and play-by-play commentator, Commissioner back in the game. Hit the subscribe, hit the like button, join the league. If you're interested in becoming an owner, hit us up and we will get back to you. As pro teams are going now, they're going fast. We've had quite a few people interested already. This has been Football Rivals, College Series, the last conference championship game of the week, of the year. We'll see you next time, guys.